with that, we're going to move on to the long-term planning. Again, as you go through this program, we're going to teach you extensively on how to swing trade, but we're also going to teach you how to more passively invest. And M1 is one of the best places to do it, where they don't charge anything to do it. We show you in this lesson how to mirror the same big picture model that I personally invest in my own money with for the long term. And we show you step by step in this lesson of how to log in, how to create your login, how to copy this pie. I'll open it up here. I'll briefly explain it. So this pie here is going to, in the simplest sense, mirror the S&P 500. It's going to mirror the broad market. So we can see over the last 5 years, this fund is up 39%. If you pulled up an overlay of the SPY compared to performance, it's going to basically be about the same thing. The only difference here is that instead of just buying the SPY, where it doesn't give you the ability to rebalance, and this is topics that we will get to much later in the program in steps 9 and 10, the simplest way to explain it is if you see these sectors here, these major sectors encompass the S&P. So if we look at this little wheel here, we break down every sector evenly to basically make the S&P like one whole pie. Now, when you only have the S&P, if energy is ripping and it's up 200%, you can't take advantage of that move. When on the flip side, if telecom is getting milked right now, you can't rebalance those funds back into that sector that's getting beaten up. But with this big picture model, you're able to do that. So when whichever sector at that point in time is doing the best, you can take profits in that sector and then reallocate the money back to the worst performing sector. And that's rebalancing. And again, this is a topic we dive into in much greater detail later in the program. But the good thing is that M1 helps do all this for you automatically. It's just a click of a button and it redoes it for you without you having to manually sell energy and buy back telecom. This service knows to do it without you doing anything. And this is why we're such a big fan of it. And one of the main reasons why we try to throw this so early on in the program, because we know that there's not going to be 100% success rate of the members like yourselves going through this program. So we want to get at least this in front of you very quickly. So at least you can get this set up. And if trading isn't for you, at least this long-term account has been set up and it can continue to grow with time. Even if you're no longer a member with us, at least we got that set up for you. So that's why we try to give you an introductory lesson on that long-term investment model that we spend a lot more in the later stages, but we want to show you a little bit of why we do it this way. So we're going to move on to